I really see W-CARP as a network of student leaders across this nation and across the world that are seeking to create a cultural change.
The vision of CARP is actually about leadership development. It's about, as individuals, becoming the people, becoming the change that we want to see in the world.
Rise above to the larger, universal vision of creating one family under one God.
Since its initiation, W-CARP has been dedicated to creating a world of lasting peace through youth initiatives around the globe. In Korea, W-CARP has established ACT, a leadership program raising youth through global community service. CARP has also created a special service group called Min Tong Sun, which strives for North and South Korean unification. In Japan, W-CARP has created a cultural exchange program uniting youth around the world through acts of service and cultural understanding. In America, NLTP was initiated as a leadership training program that helps raise college students to become campus community leaders. W-CARP Philippines has set up numerous Pure Love Alive initiatives, promoting the importance of abstinence before marriage. In addition, the BKKB was created to do service projects in the neediest neighborhoods of that country. Overall, CARP has impacted hundreds of countries around the globe that strive to establish a world of lasting peace.
W-CARP's core values are a set of internal principles and guidelines which help the individual become a very well-rounded, loving, and harmonious person.
And for student leaders, you can give them a whole bunch of skill sets, you can give them so-called leadership advice, but what they really need are things that they can practice in their daily life. And these core values are an answer.
Living for the greater good, it's living for the sake of others, but it's not just humanistically helping somebody who needs help, but it's really looking at, well, for the sake of the world or for the sake of this nation, what do I need to do?
You're taking ownership that you're pledging to take responsibility and to be accountable for your actions.
Teamwork as a core value is more of a familial-based teamwork where there's a lot of mentoring and helping each other, supporting each other to become better, and also treating each other like brothers and sisters. So you start out with a project in your campus, but if you dream big, then you see that this is also needed on your community level, and then on your national level, and even the world level. And with this kind of motivation, this is how we can all come together and unite the world.
I really see the core values as an answer to what we can use every single day, so we can become the kind of leader that can help change our communities, our societies, our family.
Recently, W-CARP has adopted 3 strategic initiatives which the whole world can unite with. The first being peace and security in Northeast Asia. Second, interfaith reconciliation and cooperation. Third, support in the United Nations Millennium Development Goals, including the eradication of extreme poverty.
The UN Millennium Goals are goals that were put forth by the UN Security Council as they see it being the most critical issues that has to be solved before the millennium is over.
It covers a lot of areas, from youth education, elementary education, to women's issues. But what we want to do with this initiative is really show to the United Nations that the process and how it's really going to happen is when we come together, work across barriers.
The second strategic initiative, which is interfaith reconciliation, mainly focuses upon the Middle East. And we recognize that the problems generated by different faiths goes beyond political boundaries, goes beyond just faith itself, but it needs healing of the heart.
Within W-CARP's strategic initiative for peace and security in Northeast Asia, we're having a focus specifically on the North-South Korean peninsula. This is a place that for 30 years plus has been polar opposites politically and militarily, while the people still consider themselves brothers and sisters. We feel that this is the model of reconciliation.
Recently, UPF, the Universal Peace Federation, and W-CARP partnered together to create something called the Collegiate Ambassadors for Peace, or CAP for short.
It's an appointment to students for 4 years during their college career that really have gone beyond themselves to support the peace initiatives on their campus.
You often will find a student that has done so many things on their own. They've initiated a nonprofit organization that does already global service projects, but they are not supported.
And W-CARP want to identify those young leaders who are already doing these projects on their campuses, who are already doing peace work in their communities, and connect them to a larger, broader network.
We're all about, finding those student leaders that are already initiating things and helping them come to the next level. Sometimes it's just a matter of bringing them into this network and saying, hey, there's so many other students doing this too. Let's communicate, let's talk, let's empower and build on what we're doing.
And this is really powerful because I think on the college campus is where you see the most altruism, the most idealism, and you see so many students who are engaged in service to the community, doing things that are positive, trying to actually make a change in the world.
The Student Peace Building Corps is more of a broad movement to involve many different types of students that maybe don't have the time to be fully involved as leaders, but still want to be involved in the principles of UPF and W-CARP.
And we're not putting pressure on these guys to step up and do something, but we're saying as long as you aspire to this vision of one family under God, then you can be part of this group. And together now, we may create something that actually can build peace, not only on our campuses, but in our local community.
W-CARP is actually in the forefront of helping to raise these young leaders, of helping them to develop in the campuses. And so it's very natural then that we work with CAP and also the Student Peace Building Corps to help expand this vision outward. I think the future hope is that we as students can continue to grow and mature as individuals, that we always keep the focus first on how can I change? What can I change inside myself to actually inspire others?
But we want to inspire all of these students to feel, actually, as young people, we do have a voice, we do have a responsibility too, and we've got to step up to that.
And if we can really affect the young people of today, then the world shifting is just a matter of time, because these people will be the presidents, these will be the ambassadors, these will be the politicians.
No matter where you're from, no matter what you look like, no matter what you've done before, actually, we are connected. We are intrinsically connected as one global family. And that makes you my brother, that makes you my sister, that makes me responsible to take care of you. That makes me accountable to my global family.